Shakespeare class, you're probably wondering about a textbook. I have created Screening Shakespeare just for you. It is a permanently free open access textbook at screenshakespeare.org. It covers the important topics of film theory, mise-en-scene, cinematography, sound, and music. It even comes with its own resident AI that operates in 58 languages that are more reliable than general commercial models, because I personally trained and programmed this model, and we use only open source large language model. So let us take a closer look. Screening Shakespeare comes with its own resident AI. Click the dialog bubble on the lower right on any page or any chapter to activate the AI. You notice that you do not have to log in, and so your privacy is fully protected. When you close the dialog bubble, everything is erased. And this AI is powered exclusively by open source large language models. Further, I've programmed it to behave in ways that are beneficial to help you achieve your educational goals. The AI draws its answers only from this textbook. And so in this way, its training data is highly transparent, unlike commercial general purpose AIs that are sometimes trained on stolen materials. I recommend that you use this AI to help you develop your critical thinking skills. Do not use it to write homework for you. Do not use it to summarize readings that you have not done yourself. That is not a productive use of this tool. If we are watching Baz Luhrmann's film Romeo plus Juliet, one caveat is that we as humans, we are by default limited by our life experiences. We tend to think like people in our immediate community or circle. So here, the students is asking the AI to help them identify some possible reactions to this film from outside their immediate circle. This is a useful exercise to broaden one's perspective and to jumpstart your thinking. And the AI immediately points out some caveats. For instance, queer Latins is not a monolith, and individual reactions would of course differ, so we can't speak broadly of any specific community. That said, it is possible to entertain some different theories. For example, people with different life experiences, they might find particular parts of the film that resonate with them, and the parts that you may have missed. This AI would always ask you more questions, and it'll also reveal its reasoning process, which is very important. We want to promote open culture and promote transparency. You will notice at the very end, the AI also points out the sources where it drew these answers from. For example, the Screening Shakespeare lecture from this particular textbook. And you can ask follow-up questions. You can copy. For instance, you see here there's a little button here, this particular output, or you can export the entire chat. For example, you had 10 rounds of interaction with the AI, you can export everything and save them. Screening Shakespeare offers multimodal access. By that, I mean you can begin and end with any of these tiles on the matrix. For example, don't know where to start. What is a film? It's an excellent place to start. And each chapter is hyperlinked to other topics. You can mouse over some key terms to obtain instant definitions. You could, of course, also click the drop-down menu above to access the online textbook in a more linear fashion, or what we call a more curated fashion, so that it's more similar to reading a traditional book from chapter 1 to chapter 20. At the end of each chapter, there are buttons that say previous and next, so to give you a sense of chronological progression. But if you're already familiar with a particular topic, you can easily skip over a chapter and go on to the next. Now that you know all about what this open education resource has to offer, take advantage of it. Use the resident AI to help and enhance your learning. My email is on the screen if you ever have any questions. Happy learning!